So let's take a second and jump to Michael Buckley from Cadence.
Great. Hi, everyone. Thank you so much for having me today. Thank you to Liz and techsytalk as well for the virtual showcase. Um, One thing, what are we? We are, a lot of times the term all-in-one platform is used quite liberally, but being able to have all of your events in the planning stage, hosting stage, execution stage, from beginning to end as an event website, native iPhone, native iPad, native Android app, for live events, virtual events, hybrid events, including those 20 plus features, and being able to integrate a lot of great platforms, such as techsytalk did last week in the global event. That for us is truly the all-in-one platform that you'll see here on the next slide. Now, we have been, we just celebrated our 5-year anniversary. We began primarily on corporate events and the in-person side for that beautiful native app. But then, of course, across time and all the different event types, different global regions, different use cases, that's what has helped shape what we call the all-in-one platform. Anyone that has worked with Cadence is quite aware that through the process 90 days beforehand, really getting to learn the ins and outs of each of your use cases throughout the event and after the event, continuously understanding the business need, the goals and the objectives is what creates these really high quality, beautiful branded experiences across all of your events. The next slide, this is quite a few of the customers that utilize Cadence. This could be across internal corporate events. This could be across conferences, fundraisers, galas, award shows, networking events, business marketplace events, communities, so many wonderful different customers in different global regions, different industries, different event types has been what helps shaped Cadence to what it is today and our 5-year anniversary. Now, some of the use cases, as well as the value differentiators. Starting with the value differentiators, actually, it might be a slide coming up, so I'll do the use cases. Cadence is perfect for all of your events continuously across time for the purposes of employee engagement and experience and customer engagement and customer experience. So an example of this is how we use Cadence ourselves. All of our employees are within the platform at the account level. All of our customers are in the platform at the account level, integrated with whatever CRM you may want, like HubSpot or Salesforce or other platforms. And across time, we host all of our events, meetings, and webinars. There's benefits to that in regards to all the templates, all the branding, all the logos, so that each event that we do becomes easier and easier and easier across time. But it's also about engaging with those employees across time, customers across time, and having all of these resources across time as well too. So for how we use this, we do our industry events and our customer events, such as the Cadence Collective that was in June, through the event. We'll host our weekly webinars through the event for customers, prospective leads, partners, or just the industry as a whole. We'll use this internally for our POA or SKO to kick off the year, or our company retreats, or our quarterly cadence, which is our quarterly strategy meetings. And all of that is just hosted through one platform that all of our team members use, and then all of our customers use as well too. The next use case that I'd love to share is a company that is launching actually on October 28th called The Bridge. This is for the global travel industry, and this is for anyone that is in that industry to join continuously across time to gather amazing resources like the morning report, the news, trainings, industry education through videos, podcasts, websites, webinars, along with being able to communicate and network through the live feed, the messaging, the connections, and the video chats, and the direct messaging. But then also a marketplace so that buyers, suppliers, travel agents, airlines, hospitality, all can learn about the industry, connect with each other for shared professional and personal business purposes. A great example as well too. And we'll see, here's two testimonials that are just wonderful kind of customer love that I think really speak well to our differentiators being, if you want to convey your brand in excitement, in energy, really important that you have a platform that can live up to that brand in the color theme, in the imagery, in the videos, in the fonts, a lot of amazing ways. And then also socialization and networking. Alexa had an amazing cadence as the social lubricant for your audience. Wonderful comment there as well too. Differentiators, I'll do really quickly. 365-day across time, not just at the event level, but one level higher for your organization to engage with your employees, your customers, or your community. Truly fully brandable in a modern, beautiful event platform that makes it the energy and excitement really high for your events. Too many event platforms out there also don't understand the individual attendee and have personalized recommendations for them based upon their topics of interest. And perhaps most importantly, I was shocked to learn that over 50% of platforms do not have end-to-end customer success and support. We are in events because we love to learn about different industries, different use cases, but we also want to be there to help you from beginning to end in the ideation, in the execution, in the virtual production where applicable. That's what leads to incredibly high quality, successful events, which is one of our big differentiators. And I believe we're right at the 8 minutes, but here is just some recent recognition as well in regards to the Webby Awards for People of Voice winner, BizBash 500, and then also Most Fundable Company. And I think that is it. Thank you so much for the showcase, and looking forward to the Q&A.
Way to kick it off, Michael. 8 minutes exactly. This is how we like it. We have a lot to get through, so I really appreciate you kind of speeding through that, but a lot to share. Cadence, I am a huge fan. If you guys don't know, we're huge fans of all the companies that are participating today, which is why we are showcasing them, obviously. But we did get to use, in case you missed it, we got to use Cadence for techsytalk Global last week, and it was just such a great opportunity to try a new platform. I love the visual elements. As you can see, just from this, even this thank you slide, the agenda, everything is very driven by the visuals. And I know that's very, purposeful on your part. We had a session, which if you guys missed, we'll be sharing. If you've registered for techsytalk Global, we'll be sharing all of the clips, and we'll share a little more about that in a few minutes, but we'll be sharing all of the content. And so you definitely want to check out Michael's session on bringing emotion into events, which is super important. If you have questions for Michael, put them in the chat of whatever platform you are watching. I do see Mia is asking if this will be available for later viewing. Yes, we will make sure that you can see this. Michael, tell me a little bit more about you talked about the use case of the 365. Are there hybrid capabilities? You talked about the app, tell me how people are using this in the hybrid space, because I know a lot of planners are thinking that direction.
If you select when you kind of begin the event, this will be a hybrid event. That starts to do two primary purposes. One, streamline and simplify the process for the events team, the event planner, automatically create the two different designations of in-person, remote, and also not known at that moment too, to then have it be in either registration through Cadence or externally, whether you're using Cvent, Eventbrite, and integrating into Cadence. That then can allow you to completely curate the event experience based upon what's visible to everyone, what's visible to in-person, what's visible to remote. That also then has lots of logic in regards to the time zone display for in-person versus remote, being able to send communications just to one group or the other. Where does the location display for the in-person versus the online meeting link? And then for appointment scheduling, which is huge in Cadence, that's a huge experience as well too. And then for the attendee, understand whether I'm remote or in person, and there's going to be some shared experiences. Some are going to be separate based upon how my attendance is. And then when you share experiences as an attendee, knowing what the experience is like for the people watching at home versus the people that are there in person, so you can share that shared experience together as well too. So that's what we're doing currently within hybrid, and you can do that across the 365 days as well too, where on outside of event dates, that is essentially remote. That is the virtual experience.
Makes sense. And there is a lot of customization capabilities within Cadence. I was surprised even on the back end, just how many different things you can do and sorting people into groups and just defining how you want people to experience the platform. Certain sessions only viewable to certain people. Can you tell us a little bit more about the support that you provide? Because I think, especially as you're describing the hybrid for any planner, I think it's just a little bit overwhelming. Like, okay, there's a lot of moving pieces here, but your team is really great. And you talked about the support a little bit, but can you tell us a little bit more?
Sure. Well, when we first started Cadence, we did think about how much configuration should we allow, because it can be sometimes, if you have that much power in front of you or that many different checkboxes, can that be overwhelming? And it can, to a degree, right? For those that do
Sure.
want that kind of level, right? If anyone uses Microsoft Word or Excel, they typically use 5 to 10% of what is within Word or Excel. But if you want to get really geeky with complex values in Excel, you can. Similarly, on our side, we just have that options tab, which does have so many different configuration options, because those are all the use cases that we've heard over the past 5 years. So if someone does want to leverage it, they can, because even if you're using one platform, it is really important that each one feels different, looks different. And that's really important to us, that even though you're using that one platform. And then for the services side, often you hear we only know what we know, right? And you could do a ton of the self-service model and really go through the knowledge articles and click each checkbox, right? But the Cadence concierge and customer success team are there to listen to your goals and objectives, then guide you through the ways in which you can configure the branding, the layouts, the different settings, to be really particular and curated for your event type and your business need.
Perfect. So we have time for two more questions. So the first one is from Tess. She wants to know a little bit more about the dashboard that you guys have.
Hi, Tess. Amazing to see her. She did an incredible kind of showcase or trial run through Cadence. That was an amazing presentation that she did. So the dashboard on the event organizer side, what we try to do is have number of accessed attendees, of course, what features they are utilizing, unique and total. That's really important, because if my number one strategic objective was sponsor engagement, because that's where my revenue is coming from, I want to know I have 1,000 attendees, how many are active, and of those active, how many are engaging with sponsors and each individual sponsor. Because then I might want to send out communications to the audience, check out our sponsors, or use the live feed to be like, check out our platinum sponsor. And then those individual sponsors also can see real-time visitors and how they engaged with their company to connect with them and set up meetings. So being able to have those dashboards across the overall event analytics, and then each feature allows you to be proactive in how you want to further engage with the audience, in the actual event itself or in the communications.
Perfect. So in the last 30 seconds or so, tell us how people can learn more about Cadence. If they've been like, oh, this sounds really interesting, where do you want them going?
We'd love for you to come to the website and request a demo, either or contact us either for the purposes of you hosting your own events through Cadence, or if you're an event agency, a production company, a brand agency, creative agency, we'd love to partner with you as well too. So there's also the request a demo for partnerships, or our partners page to learn more about our affiliate program, referral program, and reseller program as well too.
Perfect. So we will send everyone to Event Cadence. Thank you so much, Michael, for staying on time, for sharing Cadence with us. Really excited for more people to learn about you guys.
Thank you so much, everyone. Enjoy.
All right.